Around the world, Mojang is known for one thing: Minecraft. What people never realize is that Mojang has made tons of other games that you've never heard of. Card games, platformers, shoot 'em ups, you name it, Mojang's made it and anyone can play it, or so you'd think. But some of these games, no one can find. For the last 10 years, they've been completely wiped from the internet. So what happened to them? Let's talk about that. Alright, let's start with a little backstory, because I'm sure some of you are confused.
The only Mojang card game I know is the one I buy at Walmart.
Well, that's not quite what I'm talking about. See, aside from the Minecraft franchise, Mojang has published two really big games. One is Caller's Bane, better known as Scrolls, and you might have heard bits and pieces about the game or maybe seen the Scrolls cape in Minecraft. The game is an online strategy-based card game, a bit like Hearthstone, and it's still got a small community even today. All in all, it's pretty interesting, and there's some crazy lore behind it, and maybe one day that'll get a whole video. The other game is Crown and Council, which is also a strategy game but very different. You control a country, go to war, conquer land, and try to build the biggest empire you can, sort of like Civilization or Plague Inc. This one is much lesser known, and it was only developed by a single ex-Mojang developer, but generally, people think it's pretty solid. But these two games aren't the only ones Mojang has released. Way back in 2012, Mojang worked with Humble Bundle to start a new annual charity event called the Mojam, where devs from Mojang and other studios around America and Europe put together an entire video game start to finish in just a few days. And for these game jams, Mojang made 10 new video games that most have never seen. 3 of these are games you might already know, or maybe you even played them. There's Catacomb Snatch, a top-down desert shooter, Nuclear Pizza War, a 2D pizza-themed shoot-'em-up, and Endless Nuclear Kittens, a 2D kitten-themed shoot-'em-up. But after that, everything changes. There are 7 more games left, and every single one of them is completely lost. But before we get into that, I'm going to tell you about today's sponsor, Flexispot. Recently, I've been looking for a new chair since this one is dying a painful death, and Flexispot hit me up about their new C7 Max office chair. Perfect timing. It's been a few weeks now, and guys, it's awesome. Every single thing can be adjusted just how you like. The back goes as high as you need, the headrest tilts to fit your head perfectly, the armrests rotate in every possible way. It even comes with a fold-out footrest as the cherry on top, and that's not even mentioning just how comfortable the seat is, with a nice cushion, good back support, everything you'd ever want. Man, even the president doesn't get chairs this fancy. Look, no footrest? Pfft, boring. And those cost $9 grand. The Flexispot C7 Max is only $420. Genuinely, I'm really impressed with this chair, and whether it's gaming or working or anything else, I feel great sitting here doing it. So, next time you're in the market for a new chair, treat yourself to one from Flexispot, and trust me, it'll be worth it. You can buy the C7 Max chair with my link in the description for a nice little discount, plus a 30-day return and a 10-year warranty just in case you're worried. And if you're on a budget, Flexispot also has a few other great chairs, like the standard C7, which is on sale right now. Thank you again to Flexispot for sponsoring this video. When we left off, you had just learned about 7 entire Mojang games that are completely lost. You might find that hard to believe, but that's the crazy thing. Nobody knows that these games are lost. Originally, this video was only about one game. I found 3 that were lost and 3 more that nobody knew existed. But I'm not going to make you wait. Let's get right into them, starting with the one that brought me here in the first place, Healthcore Evolved. Healthcore Evolved is a 2D shoot-'em-up where you suck in disease cells and shoot them at other disease cells to win. And that is all we know. Not only is the game lost, but we can't even find so much as a screenshot from it. No sprites, no videos, no development stream. All we have is a single review of the game from right when it came out. That's it. From that review, we know that there was apparently supposed to be a V2 coming out soon after, but we honestly don't know. More than anything else in this video, Healthcore Evolved is a mystery we have not solved. Then we have those 3 lost games I was talking about, which are all lost in the same way. The first one is Snake Oil Stanley, a point-and-click that has you posting up in the Wild West trying to make a living selling mystery medicines to people on the street. It's sort of a role-playing economy game. If you've ever tried something like Papers, Please, it's got a similar vibe to it. Doctor leaves you stranded out in space using this little pod to collect cosmic trash and fuel your ship. And finally, Battle Frogs is a 2D shooter platformer, think Metroid maybe, where you mow down frogs in this spaceship, collect a key, and take down the big bad toad to win the game. Now, these 3 aren't entirely lost. As you just saw, we do still have videos of Battle Frogs and Snake Oil Stanley, and sort of a half video of Doctor since they couldn't get the game working. But, videos or not, these games are nowhere to be found. Their original download page has been offline for years, and they don't have any official website or re-uploads. Today, these games are lost. Next up are 2 games that came out of absolutely nowhere. They're not on Wikipedia or the Minecraft wiki or basically anywhere. I found them when the script was already finished and had to rewrite this video. But apparently, Mojang did not stop their game jams in 2014. They skipped a year, but they came back in 2016 with the humble Blockjam bundle and released 2 more games, Manor Road and Blackout. Manor Road is a mystery game where you chat with these passengers to try and solve the story of this never-ending train and end the time loop keeping you trapped there. The game itself is barely there, but the art and dialogue are fairly fleshed out. It's more like a visual novel that lets you move around. Blackout is very different. It's a top-down puzzle game where you play as, I believe, a mental patient trying to escape the asylum. You have to unlock doors to progress through the map, which kills you in the process, but each time you respawn, you're followed by a clone of yourself who follows your exact movements from the previous run. It sounds confusing, and this might be kind of a shot in the dark, but if you ever stumbled onto cool math games in school and played a game called Use Boxmen, it's a lot like that, and I love it. It's still following the time loop theme from before, but the clone mechanic is genuinely really cool, and it'd be awesome to see it in some more games.
There was also one other game called Burrowcrap, but I don't really know if I'd call it a game. You can walk around this office and pick up the letter R, but there's no winning, losing, playing at all.
What's really strange about these games, though, is that they weren't always so unknown. When Mojang hosted the Blockjam in 2016, it was huge. They plastered it all over their website. Big YouTubers were playing the games. They got Stampy Longnose to come out and host the event. But today, it's like they never existed. If you look up Mojang and Manor Road or Blackout, you won't find anything. These games have vanished, and I truly don't know why. Finally, we've got the star of the show, a Mojang game that the world completely forgot. A game called Nuke the Dinosaurs. See, way back in 2013, when Mojang was promoting the second Mojam, a post popped up on their blog showing off all the new games that they and other studios were working on. But look closely at what they say here. First, the 4 games from Mojang. Not 3, 4. Scrolling down, you see the 3 games we already know: Nuclear Pizza War, Endless Nuclear Kittens, and Battle Frogs. No surprises there. But if you scroll down a little, there's one more that everybody missed: Nuke the Dinosaurs Blueprint Prototype. Apparently, this game wasn't finished in time for the Mojam, but they dropped the prototype as a surprise. Except, nobody saved it.
Or so I thought. Hey, Future Aiden here, and I'm sick, so I sound like death incarnate. Sorry about that. But apparently, Nuke the Dinosaurs is not lost. Everyone just forgot about it. All I could find before were some old news articles and game databases, but while I was editing, I actually found this short little YouTube video showing it off. And it turns out, Nuke the Dinosaurs is a pinball game. Who would have thought? Strangely enough, Nuke the Dinosaurs was actually the first time we saw Minecraft's Hayblock. A developer apparently left it in as an Easter egg, but there's no way to check, cause today, it's all but dead and buried.
Now, I would love nothing more than to just drop the whole collection here, brag about finding 7 lost Mojang games, and tie up this video in a neat little bow, but I got nothing. As a community though, we've found some pretty crazy things. We found 2minecon.7z, then we found the password and discovered a whole new version of Minecraft in the process. We found pack.png, we found the Herobrine livestream, we found a beta build of Minecraft with robots. For a long time, people thought those would be impossible, and we did it. This time, we have 7 shots at glory, 1 for each lost game we bring back from the grave. So, here's where we can start. YouTube videos, game reviews, forum posts, anybody that played these games, please reach out to them and see whether they might still have them. Be nice, respectful, don't annoy them, but it couldn't hurt to ask, and even if they don't, they might at least have some pictures, a video, the email Mojang sent them, something that could help us in our hunt. Mojang employees too. I mean, please do not go harassing Mojang employees. But if you know the devs involved in these games, or heck, maybe you are one, please reach out. Unlike most of Minecraft's history, we don't have chat logs and spreadsheets and forums to turn to. We're really short on options here, so we need literally any help we can get. And if you, dear viewer, have one of these games, played them, or know anything about them that I haven't mentioned here, please tell me, because I'm dying to know more. leave a comment, join my Discord, make a video of your own, whatever works for you. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But yeah, that's about it. This is an ongoing mystery, and if and when we do find these games, I will definitely be checking them out and making another video. Until then, thank you all so much for watching, and have a lovely night. Peace.